6 a.m. He's sliding on his boots once again.
Another option that I can think of. Ain't afraid to take one. On is getting your foot. Well, on is not important. It's like take it on the chin. You get it? It's take and where? The chin, not on the chin. And the is never going to be important, right? Cowboys.
So Andy will fade out and Les will come in the screen.
Physically or post?
Just post. Yeah. So we'll shoot him separate, and then he'll fade in, and then he'll say something about Cowboys.
We're here with the director Jared Allen of the He's a Cowboy music video.
Yep. Nice.
Just introduce yourself. Why don't you let us know a little bit about yourself and what your goal is for the music video?
My name is Jared Allen. I was asked to direct Andy Pursell's music video, He's a Cowboy. When this song first came about, we went down to Nashville and got to do a recording over there and got to see him kind of do the process of the instrumentals to the lyrics. But it's probably been like 1 full year. And Andy came to me and he asked, hey man, you guys, let's pull that trigger on doing this music video.
Wow.
So great thing is he just released the song on Friday. So we're kind of doing the follow-ups by doing all the visuals and trying to make this thing happen.
Jared in action.
Hey. Alright guys, whenever you guys are ready, I'm ready.
Doing the music video for He's a Cowboy. Right here in Lake Placid, Florida.
So we're here with Andy Pursell. We're shooting a music video for his song He's a Cowboy. Andy, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm from a small town, Arcadia, Florida. Born and raised there, and this song that we're doing is called "He's a Cowboy." Just kind of all about what I observed growing up in a small town. We got the oldest rodeo in the state of Florida, and it's pretty cool to be a part of this whole operation here with the Jalbert brothers. They've been a blessing, and Crazy Horse Productions. He's been a great friend and camera guy. He's been kind of following me around, doing my whole life story, man. One day we'll be able to do probably a little bio or a little music story about myself, but it's been awesome, man. The guys here, Jalbert, A+, man. Picture man talking on TV, putting down the rock and roll. Wants me to send a donation, 'cause he's worried about my soul. Said Jesus walked on the water, and I know that is true. Sometimes I think that preacher man I like a do-little walking too, but I ain't asking nobody for nothing. I can't get it on my own.
I am Jake Jalbert. I am the director of photography. I've known Jared since 2013, my first feature film. He was actually the pizza man, pizza delivery guy, was an actor in it. And I just recently have met Andy on Living in the Salt Life music video, which I shot as well, which was an amazing experience. That was probably, when was that? 3 years ago? 2 years ago, Andy? Living in the Salt Life, I think, 2 years ago. So that was amazing. We were down at Beer Can Island shooting that, so that was awesome. Yeah, it's been great, man. Shooting this has been great. As you can see, we've been shooting some green screen. So we're going to key all this out, and there's going to be some cool images in the background, so I'm excited to see it all together.
Matt, I want to ask you, what has been your experience working with Andy and working with Jared and the rest of the team throughout the shoot?
I mean, this is my second time out with Andy. Jared and I have been shooting for part of 20 years now together. So he called me in and wanted me to come in and help on this, and I was always excited to work with Andy. Our last shoot for the Salt Life was awesome, but yeah, I mean, this has been an awesome shoot, just like the last one. Jared's great to work with, Andy's great to work with, the crew's great to work with.
My last question for you, just want to know, how do you think the shoot went today, and what's your goals on the rest of the shoot?
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty amazing. We try to always use the same crew. The first video we did for Andy, we had a pretty good sized crew. This one we kind of shortened it a little bit, but it was some of the same key people that we got to work with, and they were just fantastic. So that was a lot of fun, just to bring kind of a family back together and get to do the same thing, and just have a good time with it, really.
I just want to ask you, from this music video, what are you excited about? What are you excited to see? What do you want to see how it turns out?
Well, you know, a lot of this is we captured a lot of old cowboys and young cowboys and kind of got their point of views on, you know, what a cowboy means to them. You know, it's all about heritage and, you know, how everybody, you know, thinks about a cowboy in a different way. And it's pretty cool to see what their point of views are. And it's really, I'm so glad to be a part of this because I really think it's going to resonate with a lot of people out there.
It's very nice, Andy. I got one more question for you: is what does cowboy mean to you?
Well, it's heritage. You know, just you know, you're going to hear this a lot throughout the video. A lot of cowboys are tough. You know, they're lovers, they're fighters. You know, they're out in the boondocks, man. They're out in the woods. A lot of, you know, there's not a lot of city out there where the cowboys are working, and they see a different way of life. So it's going to be pretty cool, man, and I'm so blessed to be a part of this.
Yes, Classic Country 104.5 is Mark in the morning. Hope you're having a great Thursday morning. Hey, this next song I'm going to play is our local guy, Mr. Andy Pursell, with He's a Cowboy. Here's Mr. Andy Pursell.
Everybody wears a hat with many X's saying they paid a lot. They drive their dually pickup trucks, and over their boots they wear their Wrangler cowboy cuts. To find the truth, you need to look inside the windows of a soul.
Alarm going off at 6 a.m. He's sliding on his boots once again. He fires up the truck and gets it running. Down the road you can hear it coming. Dust settles down across the land. A resist-all hat and calloused hands. He's a cowboy, it's in his soul. Starting off the day with a pinch of skull. He's a cowboy, baling the hay, back in the saddle on a long hot day. He's a cowboy, through thick and thin, ain't afraid to take one on the chin. He's a cowboy, back to the bone. Mama's little baby is now full grown. He's a cowboy. He'll draw a bull no man can ride. It's in his blood, it's a way of life. Looking for aid as he holds on tight. Pedal to the metal on a one-way flight. Roots run deeper than an old oak tree. Blood, sweat, and tears, he's living the dream. He's a cowboy, it's in his soul. Starting off the day with a pinch of skull. He's a cowboy, baling the hay, back in the saddle on a long hot day. He's a cowboy, through thick and thin, ain't afraid to take one on the chin. He's a cowboy, back to the bone. Mama's little baby is now full grown. He's a cowboy.
What a cowboy means to me is hard work and dedication, and commitment to a lifestyle that takes everything that a man has within him.
As he takes a knee on his last ride, crossing his heart, looking to the sky, praying to the man up above, running on faith, hope, and love. He's a cowboy, it's in his soul. Starting off the day with a pinch of skull. He's a cowboy, baling the hay, back in the saddle on a long hot day. He's a cowboy, through thick and thin, ain't afraid to take one on the chin. He's a cowboy, back to the bone. Mama's little baby is now full grown. He's a cowboy. a cowboy.
If you're looking to find a real cowboy, don't go by the number of X's on the sweatband of his crown. Find the man with cowboy eyes. In them, the true cowboy will be found.